Do you have a favorite roller coaster? Well, mine is the Gatekeeper from Cedar Point. Hannah, what is your favorite?
Well, my favorite is probably the Maverick from Cedar Point. I like how it goes like really fast up the hill, and it also goes really fast through the tunnel. So that's fun.
Well, some people may wonder how roller coasters started or how they work. We're gonna talk about both of them today. The history of the roller coaster is very interesting, actually. It started back in Russia, and they used to use slides of wood or ice to go down hills.
And then in France, the ice would eventually melt, so they decided they were going to put some wheels and axles on theirs. And what has happened? Let's see, the first roller coaster in America happened to be in Coney Island, where our play took place. And that was where roller coasters were actually really big and people loved them.
Yes. The French also figured out different tracks and spins and curves to make the roller coasters more fun for people too.
Because that's what we like about roller coasters, spins and curves and going upside down. Oops.
Alright, we are going to show a demonstration of a roller coaster. Roller coasters actually don't have any engine at all. When they are going up the first hill, which is usually a pretty big hill, there's a chain that is pulling it up, and it's using potential energy when it goes up, and then when it reaches the top, it has the highest potential energy that it's going to have.
So when the chain lets go of the train at the very top of the hill, the potential energy is then changing into kinetic energy.
Inertia is also a part of this. The principle of inertia says that a body in motion tends to stay in motion and a body at rest tends to stay at rest. So as the train is moving along, it's obviously going to keep in motion.
And of course, we all know about gravity. And gravity is pulling the train down towards the ground. So when it's staying on the track, it's getting more faster.
And then at the end, there are compressed air brakes when it stops. So there's air shoots up and then it stops the roller coaster.
And at the beginning of the ride, this is not physicsy, but when you're sitting in there and then it's like, psh, that's the brakes letting go.
Yes.
Because sometimes then you like move back and you're like, whoa, it's about to start. Yep.
Now we are going to show a demonstration.
We have made this.
This is our roller coaster, and we had to add some support because the roller coaster, which is Phoebe's ball, orange,
yes,
it kept falling off, so we had
Thank
to
you,
add
Phoebe.
some support. Okay, so we have the loop, which will demonstrate centripetal force, which we did not mention.
But we will show you how centripetal force plays a role in this after this.
So, up here, we have the roller coaster, and I am putting work on it as I put it up at the top, so it's gaining potential energy. And now when I let it go, this may or may not work, but when I let it go, it's going to turn into kinetic energy. So, here we go.
Let's try it again.
Okay. Hannah, you want to explain centripetal force?
So, as the roller coaster, or a ball in this case, or plastic orange actually, as it is going around the circle, the forces are actually pulling toward the center, hence the centripetal force. And the wheels also help keep it on the track. So centripetal force is very important when you're going around the circle. The forces are just pulling toward the center, keeping you on the track.
Okay.
Woo!
Got it.
If you didn't see that, you're missing out. Okay. So now we will show you how centripetal force really works.
Yes. We're going to demonstrate how centripetal force works. We have this board and we're going to have a glass full of water.
It has water in it.
Well, plastic cup, not water. right.
So the force, Flynn, come here.
Okay, I'm gonna go over my head. It's working! That is so cool. Alright! Okay.
So I only did the right way to do it. If you did it the wrong way, then you would just stop and the cup would go flying.
You can show the wrong way.
Oh, sweet. I'm so excited.
That was really cool, by the way. That is the wrong
That's
way.
what would happen.
The cup would spill. And that
That is how centrifugal force works.
and how roller coasters work.
So we hope you enjoyed this video, and roller
Now
coasters are fun.
Yes, now you know how roller coasters are.